Hey, what's going on, people? Doing this one a little early today is I had a it's been a rough morning for me. Um, or I should say, morning session is night here in the Philippines. But anyway, uh, but real quick, taking a look at the broader market. What we the bigger picture. You see, we've had a little pullback today. We've really been chopping around. Um, I haven't really made any serious moves today. We had some sell off in the pre-market, but since the bell, we've just been just hanging around and not really doing much of anything. Trading in this like it's a pretty tight range. Um, with so I ended up taking another setback today. Got caught up in the choppiness. Um, Taking a look at my trades, I played it was a little aggressive here, trying to play the break up here. And I saw it pop up for a minute, and I could have took profits because I saw that it was in this candle, in this 5 minute candle here. The price was struggling to continue higher, but I'm trying, as working on myself and my trading. I just I made a decision. I didn't want to take myself out of the trade, just let it play out. So that one ended up not working out. I got stopped out, and then I was waiting for a while, and I saw this move here, and it started to continue to drop, and I guess from getting bored, I don't know. I ended up chasing right here, and I got in at a bad spot. So I made that mistake, and then I didn't take any more trades, which is a good thing. Um, but one thing I gotta like days like this, I really this is when days like this is when I really get destroyed. I take the biggest hits in my account, with trading. I struggle the most with these days. One thing that I've noticed that I've seen it before, but I still haven't, I haven't adjusted to really do it. When days like this, when the price is just chopping around in a range like this, a lot of times I can switch over to the 1 minute. And according to my strategy, there are opportunities that I had if I would have just traded off the 1 minute. Um, so that's one thing that I've seen, but I haven't, I just haven't, started trading that way yet. But I think the hard part for me is really noticing when we're in it's easy to go back and in hindsight and see that, okay, yeah, we were chopping around there, and I can, because we didn't do, we had this area right here, it should have broke this area to go into a trend or whatever. It's easy to go back and see that, you know, the price action or what you could have did. Or what for me, like in the moment, that's when I have a hard time. Like I notice it, but it's like I don't know. It's hard to explain because I could like around in this area once when I saw it the price go back up. I figured that we were going to be hanging around in the range today. So I didn't think that it would keep going, which is why I didn't take any trades here or anything. I think I did have an order set here, but I think really the what I need to work on is um, trusting myself when I see these, like this kind of price action form up. Like I know I can recognize it. I just don't, you know, reacting to it is where I struggle. I don't, I still keep trying to do the same thing, even though I notice that I may have the feeling or the my experience and my instincts are telling me that all right, today it looks like we're going to be trading in a range for a while, or we're going to form this pennant pattern, and then I can adjust from there and decide what I'm going to do from there. If I'm either just going to you know let the price action do whatever it's going to do and stay out of the trades, or if I'm going to switch over to another type of strategy that I've seen that I could work, that I could play, like playing the 1 minute. So yeah, that's my takeaway from for today. Is I got to work on days like this, because I really didn't have to take any trades today. Like yesterday, it was 2 days and no trades, I wouldn't have lost anything. But anyway, it is what it is. So kind of sucks. I don't think. And then we got the Fed news at 2 p.m. I'll probably be asleep by then, so I will, because my sleep pattern still hasn't adjusted to what it was before. I took that week off, so more than likely I'm not gonna be awake for that, for whatever volatility that the Fed news could bring in. So anyway, the market will be open tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and historically I don't trade well on Friday, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. If another thing I've been thinking, another rule I've been thinking to add to my trading is maybe not trade on Friday, just because like I typically do not trade well on Fridays. I don't know what it is. But then the crazy thing is, when I don't trade on a Friday, I've had Fridays where I didn't trade before, because I had some other things going on, and then the price action and my strategy would have worked out perfectly. But typically, I do not trade well on Friday, so that'll be something I'll be looking at. I will have in the back of my mind tomorrow as we move into tomorrow's session. So see y'all tomorrow.